You have to kill yourself in order to be successful. And I know what you guys are thinking, and I don't mean it in that way. I mean it in the way that that identity that you are today, you have to completely change that identity. The person you are today, the person that procrastinates, the person that doesn't do anything with their life, the person that wakes up and the first thing they do is doom scroll, the person that has all these limiting beliefs, oh, I can't do this, or this person got rich because they're lucky, and having all these negative thoughts, all of those bad traits, you have to kill that identity. And you have to realize that in order to attract all these things, and maybe you want abundance, maybe you want to be rich in life, maybe you want to be successful, in order to achieve all those things, you have to kill the person you are today. You have to get rid of that personal identity and you have to form a new one. So I kind of want to go over, who would that person be? Who would that person be? The version of yourself that is successful, has millions of dollars, maybe is a successful day trader, maybe, or just in general achieved every single goal or vision that you've had in life. So I want you to get a piece of paper and sit down and really think, right? I want you to think and envision and feel how your successful self would feel. Maybe you want to drive a supercar. Maybe you have $1 million house. Everything you want, I want you to write it down. Every single dream that you have, I want you to write it down. So let's say you achieved everything. I want you to envision and really feel the emotions that successful version of yourself would feel. Maybe you wake up and you're super thankful for everything that you have in life and you pray to God. You have gratitude. You feel abundant. You live stress-free. You wake up knowing that all the work that you have to get done for the day is gonna get done. You don't procrastinate, you have the confidence. All of these personality traits, write them down. Once you have these written down, start feeling that way. And what I don't want you to do is have that limiting belief of, oh, I can't just start feeling that way. I'm not successful yet. Well, that's a limiting belief. The most successful people like myself, I started acting like I was successful before I even was. I started every single personality trait I wrote down, I achieved. Within a month, 2 months, I developed as a person and I became that new identity of a successful person before I actually attracted the wealth, before I actually got the $1 million car, before I actually had the financial freedom I had always dreamed of. Every single feeling and emotion and personality trait that my successful version had, and that's exactly why I became successful very fast. A lot of people think that you become that rich personality and all that after you get rich, and that's not true at all. You have to become that rich person mentally. Getting rich is 80% mental. I truly believe that. You have to become that rich person mentally in order to actually attract the things that you want in life. And I want you to understand this one concept. Getting rich, someone who's very successful, it's taught through your whole life, from when you go to school, from your parents, from maybe your friends, that getting rich is lucky, and I promise you, that is not the truth at all. I believe that anyone can get rich. Any single person, no matter your scenario, you could be homeless. I literally have a friend who was homeless on the street and got fucking rich. It doesn't matter what scenario you're in. The people that use their scenario as an excuse as to why they're not successful will never be successful. You have to realize that anyone can be successful. You don't have to be smart. I'm not fucking smart. The only difference between you and someone who's very successful is they found one thing and they wanted to be the best at it, and they did not stop until they got what they wanted, right? You're going to fail. You're absolutely going to fail. But you have to think when you fail, what would my successful self do in this scenario? Probably not stop until they get exactly what they want, right? And how do you know it's the end, right? I failed once, cool. What if I told you by the 100th time you fail, you will be successful? You would be happy every single time you fail. Failing is not a bad thing. And the reason why a lot of you guys think that failing is a bad thing is because it's taught our whole life. Think about when you go to school. When you fail a test, it's a bad thing. No, you learn by failing. You have to fail in life. I promise you, you will fail a bunch. But you have to realize that every single failure is a lesson. It's a lesson from God. It's a lesson from the universe. I don't know. But every single time you fail, guess what? The next time, you know what not to do. You know how to improve. You know how to be better. And here's another thing I want to go over. Someone who will stay broke for the rest of their life looks at everything in a negative way. You notice that the most successful people are the happiest, and it's for a reason. They weren't happy after they got rich, they were happy before they got rich, and it's because they can take a scenario like failing and look at it from a positive output, right? Hey, I failed, but I know next time I'm not gonna make that mistake, so it's still a W. I'm still gonna be better tomorrow than I am today. Rather than a broke person looking at it, oh, I failed, God hates me, everyone's against me, I hate life, and I'm never gonna try again, right? So you have to have the right mindset in life to be successful with anything. You have to have the right mindset. And it's a positive mindset. If you think positive things, and this goes into the law of attraction, have you ever thought about someone or something, and the more you think about it, the more it shows up in your life? Have you ever thought about getting rich? And then the next thing that shows up on your page is someone getting rich. And it's not a coincidence. It's literally your thoughts are so powerful that the universe gives you back what you think, right? So if you're thinking negative thoughts, right? Oh, the universe is against me, or oh, I'm not rich because my setting, or oh, life sucks right now. Guess what's gonna happen? The universe will throw you sucky fucking things. But if you wake up every single day and you say, God, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the legs that I have. Thank you for the arms that I have. Thank you for the ability to see and hear things. And I love life, and I have such a great opportunity to fail and learn something and get better at what I'm doing. I promise you, you will be so successful, and that is the mindset you have to have when going into any business. And guess what? When you're positive and you think these positive thoughts about yourself and about other things, the universe will throw you new opportunities, and you will look at them in a positive way, and you will be way more successful than you were if you were to look at them in a negative way. So I want you to realize this one thing. You are in full control of your future, right? Everything that you have done in the past has led you up to this video, and you are hearing this for a reason. So you are in full control of your future, but the only way you can change your future is what you are doing now. It's not what you've done in the past, it's not what you're going to do in the future. What are you doing now? Well, right now you're watching a video to help improve yourself. Congrats, you're making the first step. But the hardest step is actually doing, right? What are you gonna do after watching this video? And the worst thing that you can do if you're trying to be successful is say, tomorrow or next month, I'm gonna do this and plan for it and go talk about it. I believe that's the worst thing you can do for yourself. The best thing you can do for yourself is just start by doing. Maybe you wanna go to the gym. Cool, after this video, just go to the gym. Don't even think about it. Every single move that you do with your life in order to be successful should be a subconscious thought. You should just do it without thinking. And you have to train that subconscious thought to do those things, right? And it starts with convincing yourself that you are already successful, and it starts by acting like that already successful person that you are. I guess going back to your self-identity, if you wake up every morning and subconsciously you think that you're that person that procrastinates, you're that person that failed and gave up, you're that person that hasn't took the right steps to improve your life. You don't think that consciously, but subconsciously, that is your identity now, right? You have to wake up and tell yourself, I'm already a millionaire in the future. I had these visions for a reason, and that's because God knows that I can achieve them, and I will achieve them. And you start looking at life positively, and you start doing all those things your successful person would. Subconsciously, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna procrastinate. You're just gonna start doing things that your successful person would. And that is exactly how you get to that level of success. You're gonna take one step every single day. You're gonna improve on yourself. And overall, you're just gonna be a lot happier with yourself. A lot of you wonder why you're so depressed in life. Well, it's because you know you're doing the wrong thing. You know that you're not supposed to be fucking sleeping until 12, rinsing your day away, doom scrolling all day. You wake up and you feed your brain nonsense. What are you doing? You're hopping on Reels or Twitter, and you're watching people fucking die, and you're watching news and all this negative shit being fed into your brain. And by the way, they do it on purpose. They do it so you stay low. You stay a low frequency, and you think the whole world's negative, and you stay broke, and you work a 9 to 5. And obviously you're not gonna be a confident person because you're not doing the things that you know subconsciously you're supposed to, right? So maybe instead of that, I'm not saying you have to wake up early in order to get rich, but like, stop feeding your brain nonsense. Clear out your head, go for a walk. Start thinking of creative ways, but don't just think, do. Bring your thoughts to life. Like, your thoughts are so powerful, and it's completely up to you if you want to bring them to life. Every single vision, every single dream that you have had is so powerful, and you think it for a reason. If you think about it every single day, subconsciously, you're gonna start doing the things to achieve that, right? And those thoughts will become a reality. Living at a lake house with a Lamborghini SVJ, making content in front of thousands of people was once just a thought in my head, and I started to do the things in order to achieve that, and now it's my reality. And so you have to realize that your thoughts are so fucking powerful. By the way, this video is like not scripted. I just wanted to sit down and kind of ponder to you guys. I guess I realized that a lot of you don't realize that 80% of being successful starts with your brain. It starts with your mindset. It starts with changing your personal identity, becoming that successful person before you actually are, and you have to. I truly love doing this. I love pondering my thoughts and helping you guys out with mindset because it's super important. And yeah, anyway, peace.